Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another lesson from this guy. Which side is he on? Is he on that side? Right. Our fantastic teacher, Jack Stockin. Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a nice weekend. Hey, Valerie, Melanie, Mary, Maggie. Hey, Jack, Margarita, Claire, Tiggy, Didy, everyone who already said hi. Tony, I see you all. Derek. And, some folks have even joined their lesson while weeding, working in the garden. I'm just saying, you can do both. That's the joy of these online lessons. Although we do recommend your full focus, your full attention, so that especially for lessons like today, putting it all together, review sessions, we'll see how much from the last few weeks we internalized, how much we want to keep reviewing. Of course, all the lessons from the last few weeks are there for you in the lesson library. Let's see. All the regulars, of course, know if you run into tech trouble, don't leave that in the chat. Instead, I ask, reply to any of the emails that I send you, or just come by the website, learnbridgeonline.com, and you can use the support widget. I can help out without us distracting from the fun going on here. Not all fun. It's also hard work. We're working hard here, guys. Keeping our brains in shape, aren't we? Yeah, fueling the body, Beetle. Fueling the body and the mind. Okay, here we go. The recording is active. Welcome back to the class. Everyone watching by replay. Sad he couldn't join us live, but we'll keep hoping that you can join us next week, perhaps. Let's get to it, shall we? Let me just make this big and call our Robert and Sue don't like that idea. Let's call our teacher on up to this stage. Yeah, gardening can wait. Jack, gardening can wait.
Yes. Well, I don't have a garden here, so I'm all right. I don't have any temptation.
I think all plants should count themselves lucky if I keep a distance from them. I do not have a good track record. I'm sad to not do well by the plants I'm responsible for.
Yeah, but actually, I do find gardening quite therapeutic. When I lived at the family home, I did quite enjoy the gardening, the odd bit of weeding. I didn't like planting very much.
Well, we will be the plants that you tend to, Jack. And it'll be our minds, our bridge sense, which you're cultivating. So we're in your hands. And especially a day like today, we'll find out, if we're growing, if we're flourishing, as we hope we are.
I'll tune into my spiritual side. And look, we've got Jack's mum with us as well, because she's
what a treat. Wonderful.
She's been away for a few weeks, so it's always nice to have her back. And today, Bridget, it's one of those reviews, so we catch up on the last 5 or 6 weeks with the slightly more difficult aspects of those classes.
Well, I'll turn it over to you, Jack, but sing out my name if I could be of any assistance.
Yes, we'll see you in about an hour. Thanks, Bashir, for the intro, and welcome if you're watching in replay as well. Many of you do. It's very much a big part of our class. So let's get going, shall we? It's time to learn some bridge. It's question and answer. So, one heart by, let's say, myself. You're the overcaller, South. What do you bid there with 12 points? What's your overcall, do you think? Anne's in Bermuda. Very nice. Choose between one spade or double. So, yes, this is the popular question and answer, where we look at the more difficult aspects, really, of the last 5 weeks, not the easy ones. Well, we started off with a load of one spades in the live chat box, so a few doubles have crept in. Well, it's nearly always best to overcall the 5-card major rather than double, because otherwise you don't get your 5-card major across the partner, you see. It's impossible with an average hand. Bad luck if you doubled. This, of course, is from the lesson, overcall or double, question mark, a few weeks ago. So most of the time, it's best to bid your 5-card major. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll never tell partner you got 5 cards if you double. It'd be impossible, with a weak hand to bid those spades. Goody good. Good start from the ladies whose name begin with an M. M for mother. M for mum. Okay, how would you play 4 hearts on this hand here? King of clubs has been led. You win with the ace. How are you going to try and make 4 hearts? Just give you a moment to think about it. And I like to count losers. As you know, there are 4 losers. I hope you agree with me. We've got 2 spades to lose, the ace and the king, and the queen, jack of clubs. But 1 or 2 of you out there still find counting losers difficult. Yeah, it's an acquired taste. It can take quite a long time. You might prefer to count your winners. Yeah, that's okay. Is there any gold dust? Cynthia and Maria seem to think so. Andrew reckons to establish the diamonds, as do most of you, yes. Your only hope to create an extra trick or 2 is to play on diamonds. So you do that straight away. Very good. Do not draw trumps. There's the answer, look. Play off the ace, king of diamonds. Diamonds are 3-3. You've got 2 extra tricks. Which takes us on to our first hand on BBO. Here it is. 1 spade opener from south. What do you bid on the north hand with your 7 points? Must bid something. Most of the chat box bidding 2 spades. Yeah, 1 or 2 1-no trumps creeping in. That's naughty. Not really bridge prison, but remember at intermediate level, better to bid 2 spades rather than 1-no trump. Even playing Acol. Yeah, especially with a doubleton. So 2 spades, there's 6 to 9 points, 3+ cards. 1-no trump is a bit nebulous, and we don't really like to play in 1-no trump. Better to sell partner. 2 diamonds would be bridge prison, Andrew. Yeah, 12 months. If you were to bid 2 diamonds, that's the worst bid of all, with only 7 points. Mary's changed her mind just in time, I think, Mary. And what are you with the south hand? 17 points. Yeah, if West overcalled, you'd still bid 2 spades with the north hand. Thank you, Jack's mum. Yeah, and with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losing tricks, it's clear to go to game, isn't it, with that strong hand? You assume 9 losing tricks, by the way, for the 2 spade bid, because they might only have 6 points. Yes, you are allowed visitors in Bridge Prison, Robert and Sue. Bashir and I go there about once a month. Now, clearly we mustn't play too quickly at trick 1. What is the game plan? So how many losers have we got? Peter A's there. It was nice to see Peter A in person last Friday, one of my bridge days in North Yorkshire. At a gastropub. 4 losers, Peter. Yes, we got 3 hearts, almost certainly 3 hearts, and a club. So we do need to try and find some winners. It's mildly encouraging 6. So which card specifically are we going to play at trick 2, everyone, from Declarer? Specifically, as opposed to generally. I promise not to talk about golf very much. I know lots of you don't play golf, but some of you do. It was quite exciting last night, wasn't it? Last putt of the last hole it went down to, yeah. I wish my games came down to that. Right, well, yes, the ace of diamonds. Let's go for the diamonds. The gold dust. Much better odds than taking the diamond finesse. Yeah. So we need to, I'm not going to ask the question. I know you're going to trump high. Let's be a bit flamboyant. We'll play with the ace of spades. Why not? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? There goes the signal from the 7 of hearts. Partner, please play a heart when you get in, if you can. Now we're over to dummy with the 9 of spades. Always quite tricky suit establishment. That's why we practice it now and again. We'll be a bit more conservative this time. Okay, well, we're most of the way there now. There's still a banana skin left out there. Which card do we play now from Declarer? We're in Declarer's hand. Which trump do we play? The Jack and Diamonds is a winner. Judy's got a point. Unusual to trump in Declarer's hand. Yes, Judy, well noticed, but this is one of the few exceptions when you're establishing the suit. Yeah, it doesn't give us any extra tricks in our own hand. It does establish the suit. Normally, we trump on dummy. Now, one or two of you making the mistake, and this is what happens in real life. They play to the king. Look. And then they play their Jack of Diamonds winner because they won't get back to dummy. And the club goes away, but the opponent's trump it. And we're no better off. No entry, bad luck. So unlucky for those, but you did fall into my trap. And quite often people do at the table as well when a set hand was played face to face. They get 3/4 of the way there and then they're toast. So we must play the Queen of Spades first. You'd have got away with it, trumps for 2-2. They're more likely to be 3-1. Now you play a spade to the king. Ooh, I'm going to put my hand in front of the thing, so I've gone slightly blurred. There, that's better. It's a bit trick that Bashir taught me. Right, Andrew. So there we go. So some of you did fall at the last hurdle, unlike my horse in the Grand National, which fell at the first hurdle. Not that I'm bitter. So now you see with trump safely drawn, you've simultaneously drawn the last trump and ended up on dummy. That's why suit establishment's difficult. There goes the losing club. Ace, I guess. King of clubs. The opponents take the last couple of tricks. But that's fine by us. We've made our 4 spades. So a good start to Monday morning. 4 spades bid and made. Not easy. It's more difficult to do at the table. I made it look easy because I know how to do it. I played this hand before as well. Back to the classroom. Okay, you've opened 1 diamond on your 15 points, the higher of 2 equal suits. 1 heart from partner. Easter's rather irritatingly bid 1 spade. What next for you now as South with your 15 points after East's 1 spade overcall? Is it 1 no trump or is it pass? Take your pick. Well, I must say, what do you think if you're watching in replay? You're going to bid 1 no trump, showing 15 or 16. That's what it would show. Morning, Kim. Ooh, 2 double acts together. Robert and Sue and Graham and Carol just below them in the chat box. Peter thinks you can't bid 1 no trump without a spade stopper. And so does Amanda. 2 clubs died, it would show 5 and 4. Yeah, that's not right. Shauna's saying, oops. Yes, some of you fell into my trap. We haven't had the trap for a while. There you are falling in. And there you are climbing out. I've given you a rope ladder because I'm kind. So pass. Yeah, most of you pass there. One no trump. When the opponent's overcall does guarantee a stopper. If he stood pass, one no trump's just 15, 16. But whenever an opponent overcalls everyone to bid no trumps, you must have a stopper in their suit. Not the other suits, just their suit. Otherwise, you end up in 3 no trumps. They lead a spade. You lose the first 5 or 6 tricks. Partner always gets another bid, by the way. You don't need to worry about passing with 15. Okay. Hang on. No, we're going ahead. Let's go ahead of that one. Oh, we seem to be missing a slide, but just bear with me a second. Yeah. Oh, there's the answer. We don't seem to have had the original, but this one here, you'd bid 4 no trumps. Yeah, we'll fast forward on to the answer. 19 or 20 points. I'm sure you all would. Maggi's wanting to know whether you can ask partner for a stopper. Maggi, good question, but answer no. Let's just go back to that, Maggi, because it's interesting. You can't bid 2 spades there because you don't have game points. To bid 2 spades there would ask for a stopper in spades, but you'd need to have 19 points. Reason being is that North might only have 6 points. So good question from Maggi there. I hope the others can learn from that as well. When you ask for a stopper for no trumps, you must have at least 25 points between the 2 hands. Yeah, because it's game forcing. Here, partner might only have 6 points. So yes, that's the quantitative. And North accepts with a maximum 14 points. Good. Let's play hand 2 on BBO. One I prepared earlier. Uh, 17 points, 1 heart. One spade from South, no need to jump. What's North's rebid, everyone, with 17? Hope you enjoyed the free lesson on further use of double. Well, it's included in your subscription anyway. And thank you for those who emailed their friends to tell them about it, which was the whole idea of the promotion. Well done. I think we're pretty good at jumping to 3 hearts now in the intermediate class. 16 points. I do it on good 15s as well. You know, if I had a good 15, I jump to 3 hearts. You know, don't be a slave to your points. And South, what next for them? With 14 points. Just a quick heads up, on Wednesday at 11, a very useful lesson for members of this class. We're doing the unassuming cubid with the improvers. 11 o'clock this Wednesday. And next week, this Monday's lesson is slam bidding part 2, which is always fun. So in a week's time on Mondays. Yeah, those who need UCB revision, come along on Wednesday at 11. I think definitely 4 no trumps, yes. We're in the slam zone, 30 plus points. And let's practice our Roman key card here. What's the response playing Roman key card? Because probably about half of you play it and half of you don't. If you're just playing normal Blackwood, you bid 5 spades. 3 aces. But Roman key card today, I played the standard responses. Yeah, we're playing the standard ones, Rosemary, 30-14. 30-41, do we say? So it's 5 clubs, yes, correct. I will alert it. That's 0 or 3 of the 5 key cards, with the 5th key card being the King of Trumps, which here we assume is hearts. And South, what do they do next? It is difficult, Margarita, Roman key card. You don't have to learn it. Can we just imagine? But what we could do first is ask about the Queen of Trumps. Which is what? How do we ask about the Queen of Trumps? Let me just ask you. That might be useful. Well done. It's the suit over, isn't it? It's good to practice. Yeah, 5 diamonds. Yeah, it's a more tricky one, this, Peter. But this, I'm glad we're practicing it. So the 5 diamond bit here says, partner, have you got the Queen of Trumps? And what's the answer from North? Of course, they have got the Queen of Trumps. If they hadn't got it, they bid 5 hearts. So 6 hearts says, yes, I have got the Queen of Trumps. Five hearts would say I haven't got it, obviously. Well, reasonably, obviously. Well, this hand was actually from a duplicate competition. What do you think South might do now? So it's actually from a duplicate competition where it came. What do you think South might do now with that information? I mean, they might do it anyway, to be honest with you. It looks to be, what would you bid now if you're watching in replay, if you're playing in your local duplicate? I mean, the thing is, if you're going to make 6 hearts, you're almost certainly going to make 6 no trumps. There's no roughing value in the south hand, is there? So I think it's sensible to bid 6 no trumps. Even at normal form of bridge, I think, teams, because you got those kings, haven't you? You really want the lead coming round to you. Robinson don't like it. It's not a horrible hand, Robinson. It's not. It's I'd say it's average. You got the 10-9 of spades, which are useful. Anyway, so 6 no trumps it is. Opening lead. What would they lead to 6 no trumps? But yeah, it's a good point now. I wouldn't always convert to 6 no trumps playing duplicate, but definitely half the time I would. Some of the time I would. Maybe not half, but definitely on hands like this. Yeah, but I know we're missing an ace, Judith, but don't be too pessimistic. Or the king of hearts. But we have got good intermediates. Partner's got a good hand with 6 card hearts. I think it's a fair shot, 6 no trumps here. Right, well, counting certain tricks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's fairly obvious where the extras are coming from, which we're going to do in a minute. Robert and Sue are asking, is it because no trumps deals with a 4-1 heart split? Well, yes, but no, the main reason we're bidding 6 no trumps, Robert and Sue, is to get the top score. Yeah, 6 no trumps will score better than 6 hearts at duplicate. But also, there's no roughing value in the south hand. So in my mind, 6 no trumps is going to play about the same as 6 hearts, if not better. But that would be one of the reasons, Robert and Sue. You know, 4-1 heartbreak may not hurt us so much. Now, should we put the Jack of Diamonds on, or should we play low? That's our first dilemma. It's not really too much of a dilemma. But would it be wise to put the Jack of Diamonds on? Yes, it would. They might have been leading from Queen 10-9. Unlikely in 6 no trumps. I'm sure you're all going to play a heart. Just focusing on the north-south cards, like I am now, which card from dummy would you play in all honesty? In all honesty, because you're an honest lot, I know some of you quite well. Over the years, we've got to know each other. Met some of you in person, which is nice. Ella's lost the cards. Oh, there you go, Ella. Have some of mine. Yeah, we must go with the 10 there. Deep finesse. What should we do next from dummy? Honesty is the best policy, yes. Which card from dummy? Well, there is a slight problem on this hand. Look at the spades. And you have good move. Yeah, Vicky says unblock the spades. That would be a good move to unblock the ace queen, because otherwise you're going to find it difficult to make both the ace queen of spades and the king of spades later on. So we're unblocking the spades is a good move, because entries are a bit sparse back to declarer and even dummy. So well done for doing that. Now we come back with a club. Yeah, better to unblock the spades now. Now comes this, just in case East might have been holding up the king of hearts. But you'd have definitely done it next time around. Heart to the queen. Ace of hearts. Okay, hearts are 4-2. Not altogether surprising. What do we do from dummy now? Too risky to take the club finesse, Cynthia. Yeah, too risky. We then go down. If we lost the club finesse, we'd go down if hearts are 4-1, or if East was holding up their king of hearts, which is possible. Good morning, Fred, Judith, Ita, and Tiggy, Vicky, Maggie, of course, Maria. You're all losing a heart now. Lose to win, yeah. Well done. Lose to win. You can afford to lose one trick. You don't need to be too nervous in 6 no trumps. You can afford to lose one. Say they come back a diamond. But both the king and the jack would have been with East, Robertson. So yes, if the king of hearts had been with East, we would have made it. But if the king and the jack had been both with East, we'd have gone down. That would have been unlucky. Which card do we play now, everyone, from our own hand? Very good to unblock the spade. Well, sorry, to cash the spade, should we say, because it's the last time. Club to the ace. And 2 winning hearts. Brings home the slam. Yeah, you can play that one in replay. Try and, it's actually 14-40, I think, because we're vulnerable. 14-40. You can play that one in replay. Remember to hit the next button at the end, and it'll show you how the hand should be played by pressing the next button when you've had a go. Quite fun, that one. Quite difficult. I think unblocking the spades was quite hard. That was definitely a banana skin that you might have fallen on. Good. Morning, Lisa. Yeah, you can play that one in replay. Tricky hand. Let's go back to the slides. Yes, a banana bunch margarita. Now, East has opened 3 clubs. What do we do, if anything, with that lot there? 13 points. Yeah, it was quite a hard hand, that one. Yes, plenty of lessons to look forward to. We're also, in about a few weeks' time, we'll have the second of our winning strategy at pairs revision, yeah, from last autumn. What do we do? Double, pass, 3 diamonds, 3 no trumps. I think the best bid, you've got to be slightly bolder when they open at the 3 level. I would go for I recommend a double there. Really the same hand that would double one club. One thing I wouldn't do is bid 3 no trumps with no stopper. That would that could be a disaster. Yes, it is oops. And there you go. That's by far the most flexible bid. And well done if you can get even halfway to that position. More flexible than overcalling 3 diamonds as well. Yes, well done, Andrew. Most flexible bid. I've opened 1 heart. What do you bid with this one here? 16 points. Yes, Jack's mum said if it's a 5-card major, normally better to overcall the 5-card major. Choose between 1 no trump or something else. This is from the double or overcall lesson, of course. Interesting. Quite a fine line, really, isn't it, between double or 1 no trump? Experience, the E word that I now talk about every now and again, not too long, not too much. Yeah, the 4-card major, Jack's mum does it for Jack's mum. It also does it for me here, so I would be preferring double. Yeah, just with the short hearts and the 4 spades, that turns me into double. King XX of hearts, prefer 1 no trump, but yeah, more suitable to double. Really brings the spades into play. Yeah, quite a fine line there, isn't it? There's a fine line. But most experienced players, well, in fact, all experienced players would double with that type of hand. Okay, let's go on to hand 3 on BBO. One heart. Okay, over to North. 13 points. What do you think's North's best bid is there? It's sweet that Didi and Tiggy play together. I gave them a bit of advice yesterday. What do you think from North? One, two, three, four, 6 loser hand. I'm going to give you a clue because I'm in a good mood. The clue is fast. Okay? You can change your answer if you want. Remember, we did slam bidding a few weeks ago, fast. Can you remember what fast stands for? So you can get all 4 right. You did quite well. You don't need to tell me in the chat box or the replay, but can you remember what fast stands for? Should we just go through it? F for fit. Better to have 9 or 10 cards. A for aces. Yeah, aces win tricks in slams. S for shortage. Singletons and voids are great. These are all the ingredients of fast. And T, a little bit more difficult. 2 loser suit. No 2 loser suit for T. So I like the idea of bidding straight to 6 hearts. Very well done to Amanda and others who did that first time round. Yeah, 4 hearts would be a shutout, really. Partner rarely bids on. It's a great hand, isn't it? That void is just so powerful. And those aces, look at it. What lead would you make to 6 hearts? The thing is, Andrew, there's no point really splintering. It's such a good hand. I just don't. I mean, you could do a splinter. It's not going to harm you. But what's the point? Just fast arrival, I see. I don't see that 4 diamonds is really going to get you anywhere. Roseberry says, what does no 2 loser suit mean? Roseberry, good question. Look out. You don't go looking for slam, say with the south hand, because it's got 2 losers in diamonds. Yeah. Dangerous to go looking for slam if you've got 2 losers in a suit, like Queen Jack or XX or whatever. No, 2 losers in a suit, Jane Catherine. 2 little ones. We're talking about 2 little cards. Yeah, XX, not with the aces. What lead do you think West should make? Yeah, 5 hearts is... Remember, Judy, losing trick count is a guideline for slam. You know, and 5 hearts is no man's land. Well, I don't mind a trump lead here. Definitely be my second choice, but I'm actually going to make an attacking lead here from a king in a slam. The opponents have kind of bid this one, you know, very kind of gambling, haven't they? Very brave, very, you know, what's the word? With a lot of bravado, should we say. You know, so I think it calls, they're quite gung-ho. They've taken a bit of a pot, a gamble, brave, whatever. So I think we can make an attacking lead from the king here, hoping partner's got the ace. Trump lead would be my second choice. I don't mind a trump. Right. We might as well draw trumps. What should we do at trick, whatever it is, 4? Just drawn the trumps. Try and just look at the north-south cards. Discarding a spade won't help us here. We'd still have a club loser. But I think we should ruff the queen of diamonds, yeah. Good technique. Now what? Remember, try not to look at the east-west cards. What would you do in reality? Just looking at those cards. Would you take the spade finesse? Or would you do something else? Yeah, so this hand is about combining chances. So what you can do is see if clubs divide 3-3 before taking the spade finesse. If you take the spade finesse first, it loses, you're toast. So let's try clubs for 3-3. Well done if you spotted that. I would duck this round to retain communication. Safest for East to come back a club here. But with clubs 3-3, and notice how we ducked that second round, you might have been able to end play one of the opponents if clubs had been 4-2, by the way, by ducking the second round. That's why we did it. An opponent might have been end played to lead a spade into our king jack if clubs were 4-2. But as they're 3-3, of course, We don't need to take the spade finesse. We'll just finish off. Only easy when you know how. You know, to some of you that might have seemed an easy play. To others, it would be really difficult. Just like riding the proverbial bike, isn't it? It's very easy to ride a bike when you know how. Really hard when you don't. I don't think you can play that one in replay, no. Yeah, it's not essential to start the club second time round, Peter, but better technique. You give yourself an extra chance if clubs are 4-2. One opponent might be end plays. Safer, LP's asking why would they play a club? Safer than opening up the spade suit, really. South could have had King Jack 10. If you play a spade, you open up the spade suit. So that's why East came back a club. It's safer. Well done. Fun hand, wasn't it? So that was 14-30. Ducking the club's not essential on this hand. You know, you could have played ace, king of clubs and another. But better technique to duck a club. But you still would have succeeded, everyone. If, you know, don't be sad. If you'd have played ace, king of clubs and another, you'd still have made the contract here. The key, though, is not to take the spade finesse. You can always fall back on the spade finesse, you see. If clubs are 4-2, then you fall back on the spade finesse, which is ace of spades, and then the 2 of spades to the jack was how you would finesse. It wouldn't have worked here. Okay, let's go back to the classroom. Still a bit of question and answer to do. You've opened a diamond. West has bid 1 spade. Your partner's passed. East has passed. Back to you as South with 19 points. What do you think you might do there? What's your best bid? I think of a few bids you might make. All sorts of bids you might make, actually. It's quite a few. So this is from the wonderful One No Trump lesson we did a while ago. Oh, Gerald's on board. Morning, Gerald. Morning, Shauna. Kim. Kim doesn't always join the live chat, I don't think. Rosie D. Hi, Rosie. LP. Gold Dust is on board. Quite tricky. A lot of improvers get this one wrong. The key, if I can give you a clue, is that North may have no points at all. Nil point. So well done if you made a correct bid of One No Trump. So when partners passed, the One No Trump rebid changes from 16 to 19 here. You wouldn't have a jump to 2 No Trumps. Because your partner may have no points, you see. So the One No Trump rebid here is much stronger. 16 to 19. I'm afraid, Anne, the Bridge Prison bus is already full this morning. You'll have to go on the train. But Maggie will keep you company. Good, so it's worth knowing. That's quite a subtle point, that the One No Trump rebid here is much stronger. Okay. 3 clubs double. By me, I'm your partner. East has passed. Over to you as South. What's your best bid there with 10 points? 5 diamonds and 4 hearts. How do you respond to partner's takeout double? If you're watching in replay, what do you think about that? Apart from not a lot. So a lot to look forward to. The Unassuming Cubid this Wednesday at 11. Next week, 7 days' time, we're doing more slam bidding. We'll do a little bit on cube bidding and the dreaded Gerber. Well, interesting, isn't it? I'm glad you aren't bidding diamonds here. That's the first thing. The chat box is all bidding hearts, I think. I can't see any diamond bidders there, which is good. So that's the first pitfall you didn't fall into or slip on a banana skin. But do you bid 3 hearts or 4 hearts? Jack's mum's given you a clue. She says, remember, you are forced to bid. You can change your answer. You've got 3 seconds. Amanda and Tiggy have changed it. The thing is, if you bid 3 hearts here, you might have 0 points. Nothing. So partner will often pass with 15, 16, good hand. So here, very well done again. Oh, hi, Melanie, Julie, Rosemary, Cynthia. If you bid to 4 hearts, remember to jump with 9 or more points over partner's takeout double. That's the full hand, you see. You end up in a very nice 4-heart contract. Thing is, if you just bid 3 hearts with the south hand, North would definitely pass. Well, they should do anyway. I would. Good. Oh, a bit of slam bidding. Would you go for slam after auction of 1 spade, 3 spades? You've got 18 points. Or would you sign off in 4 spades there? What do you think? It was an amazing, for sports fans, it was an amazing weekend of sport. And I found myself at a late night bar on Saturday night. I don't know what I was doing there with a friend. And we ended up watching the boxing. I didn't even know it was on. Have you heard of Tyson Fury? Apparently got paid in the region of £80 million. I'm in the wrong job, Bashir. 80 million. Right. What are you bidding? You're signing off in 4 spades? Good work. Yeah. We've got not many ingredients of fast there. We've got only 2 aces. We've got poor shape. And crucially, the worst thing about that hand for me is the Queen Jack of clubs. It's 2 losers and it's 3 points wasted. Yeah, good. Good discipline there. I wouldn't even bother looking for slammed ID with that hand. No, I don't want to be Q bidding. I just want to get out of it. 4 spades. Now, partner's overcalled 1 spade here. Over to us with 11 points. Well, is there a bid for us here, do you think, or not? That's a good one, Bajir. Yes, I'll get my muscles ready for the world champion box a bit. Maybe you can do some more superimposing. That's a good one, actually. Yes, for another video, promotional video, we could do a championship boxing one. Maybe call up our friend Bob. You know, the man in the caption who goes like that, called Bob. Right. Well done. This is a less obvious bid for improvers and intermediates. Should we have a look? 1 no trump here. Oh, look, there's my wine selection. Yes, so 1 no trump in response to an overcall is stronger. It's 10 to 12. And obviously a stopper in diamonds. Stronger hand, because your partner might only have 6 points for their overcall. And obviously not a fit in spades. Okay, East has bid 3 hearts. You're the overcaller with 16 points. Would you bid anything with that or not? So East has opened 3 hearts. You're next to bid with 16 points. Would you bid anything with that one? Oh, hang on, no. They're not your partner, Julie. It's the opposition that bid 3 hearts. Watching in replay, would you bid anything with that? Well, there's a chap called Bob Hammond, who I tell you about every now and again, an American grandmaster, kind of 10 times over. Very good player, world champion. One of his expressions, well, his main expression is, if 3 no trumps is a choice of bid, then make it. So he's known as Mr. 3 no trumps. So yeah, here we go. 3 no trumps is perfect. Double isn't perfect. Partner will bid spades. No, it needs to bid 3 no trumps here. Oh, thanks, Jane. See you next week. Yeah, it's a lovely looking club suit, isn't it? And you got 1 stopper. You don't need to have stoppers in spades, by the way. Just a stopper in hearts. Good. You don't want to double with hands like this. What's the point? You just want to bid 3 no trumps? You know, what other contract's going to make? I can't see. 16 more points, Sam. Yes. 16 is about the right amount. Let's play hand 4 on BBO. Okay, this one will do nicely. Oh my goodness, how many points have we got? 6, 10, 12, 13. Looks like 2 no trump opener to me. And North simply bids 3 no trumps. 3 diamonds by North, just by the way, would be a transfer, showing 5 hearts. Okay, so fairly straightforward bidding. What does West lead though? Which spade does West lead to 3 no trumps? I always enjoy these refreshers or reviews. Really good for the learning process. Yeah, the question and answer, which I'd never be able to do in a live face-to-face lesson. Which spade do we lead? Oh, the chat box is doing rather well, Jack's mum, because it's not obvious to lead the Queen of Spades. But well done. I'm impressed. So from Queen Jack 9, X, the correct lead is the Queen because you've got the 9. Yeah, well done. Okay, well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 certain tricks. Doesn't really help us. Extras clearly coming from the diamonds. If I've got ace king, I tend to win with the ace. It scrambles the opponent, signaling a bit. Clearly, it doesn't matter which one I play as declare ace or king, but I tend to win with a higher one. Okay, so clearly we're going to go for the diamonds. Cover an honor with an honor. That queen is useless otherwise. Okay, which one do we play from the dummy? Just waiting for the answers to come in. If you're playing in replay, what diamond would you play now? And my duck's over there. I can't be bothered to go and get it. Slam duck is sitting on the table over there. But if I had slam duck near me, I would be showing you duck now. Yes, this is the key play to duck. It'd be the same if it went, if we started with the 3. Sorry, the 2. You'd still duck this one. Okay? No entries to dummy. Well played. Many improvers would take the ace king, you see. Some improvers, not all of them. Very good. Very tempting to put the ace or the king on, but you must duck it to retain communication. They continue with the jack of spades, squashing the 10. You see now why it was wise to lead the queen of spades. If you led the 4th highest at trick 1, declarer would have put up the 10 of spades and they'd have had 3 stoppers in the suit. But now look, as long as diamonds divide 3 and 2, we're good to go. And we run the long suit. Heart can go. Sorry, what am I doing? Diamond. Ooh. Spade can go. These spades are better go, yes. Yeah, that's the long suit, isn't it? Well, interesting, isn't it? I don't think West has had to discard their spades now. Which card do you think we play now as South? Declarer. We only need one more trick. We only need one more trick, but this is duplicate, so over tricks count. Most of you will play duplicate pairs, I'm sure. Have you been noticing that West has discarded all of their spades apart from one? So I know, not I think, I know that it's 100% safe to exit with the Queen of Clubs. To end play, Andrew. That's right. I have been counting, luckily enough, and also I can see it, which helps. But we can end play West. Look, West was a bit squeezed, really. They couldn't hang on to all of their spades. They had to keep their hearts and clubs guarded. And look, rather neat, everyone. Their end played at the end to give us a trick into the ace queen. So that would be a good result. 3 no trumps +1. Whew. Well done there. But you see the ducking there. Follow the very useful expression, I think. If you're going to lose a trick, lose it early in bridge. End of the show. It's 10:27. We ended on a high. Thanks, LP. We'll see you next week. Bajir will be with us in a second.
Thank you, Jack. And thank you, everyone who was able to be with us here live. Jack's mom, especially to have you. It's always a treat. Thank you, Jack. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Jack's mum coming in with some pearls of wisdom.
Yes, I always. It's like an extra layer of icing on top of the cake anytime she can come by.
Yeah, that's always a bonus. Yeah, a couple of quite tricky hands there. But that's the idea, and of course, as students know, they can play 2 of those hands in replay on the app viewer, and then they press the next button. They can see how the hand should be played out.
Although everyone should do their best, try to think through how the line of play you think you would do. Then when you get stumped, we have Jack's guided line of play to help us out.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah. Give it, try it once or twice first.
So what do you think, Jack? Can we find a hand with a boxing theme?
Maybe I'm sure we can. Yeah, so I think that's a good idea actually for our next promo. I'm sure you can superimpose my head onto the Gypsy King's body.
We'll have to think of a good a hand that fits the theme somehow.
Yes.
Some sort of knockout blow, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yes, some kind of knockout blow. We'll put our heads together.
Very good. Well, Jack, you let folks know about Wednesday's lesson and next Monday's. So I think we're all set. But of course, folks watching on replay, if you have questions about today's lesson, leave them for Jack on the class page. We'll all keep learning together there.
Yes, it's always nice to teach bridge on Monday morning to the wider audience, Bajir. Lots of thank yous in the chat box. I do always read them through. So too many to name now, but thanks Verona, Lisa, and Janie's going back to her weeding, by the way.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the time away from the weeds. Andrew writes, "Hey, I'm guessing about Tyson Fury. He's 6'9". I heard Jack is actually 6'9". None of us actually know.
No, I look as I'm like 3'2", but actually, Bajir, when I stand up, I'm 6'9". Yes, but I won't spoil the image just right now.
All right.
Yeah, I was just going to say, before we go, yes, I'm really looking forward to the Unassuming Cupid on Wednesday at 11. Thank you, everyone, for watching in replay. It's much appreciated. And then next Monday, of course, we're doing some more slam bidding, which is always fun. So, yeah, a lot to look forward to. Have yourself a good week.
Thank you very much, Jack. And I'll see you at the start of the Improver lesson on Wednesday. Of course, anyone from this class who will be there I'll see you briefly at the beginning of that lesson.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you Wednesday. Otherwise, everyone, thanks for your company. We'll see you next week.
Thanks all. Bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack.